before you understand how to deal with partial manifestations, you need to understand what exactly do they mean and why do they even happen in the first place. Partial manifestations take place because you still have some kind of block inside your thinking pattern or your thought process, which tells you that you're not completely worthy of what you want. So your desire is there, ready to be fulfilled, but you're not ready for it to get fulfilled. That's what a block is all about. So I'll give you some examples first of all. So you meet your twin, you want to meet your twin in real world, but you happen to meet someone who looks exactly like your twin and you're shocked. You're like, oh my god, this person is so much like my twin, they're talking like my twin, they're behaving like my twin. This is absurd and crazy. And you do also feel that type of chemistry with this person that you normally would feel with your twin. Then you see your twin's name or your specific person's name written in a big hoarding. You're walking down the street, or say you're driving on the highway and you see this person's name flash, or you literally see it written somewhere and you go like, what was that? How come this happened? And obviously to see someone's name written, if your specific person's name is also kind of difficult to spell and you see it exactly somewhere, that can sort of make you think a bit about it. Then starting a business and reaching almost midway and then getting to know that it's not going ahead, or there is some problem because of which you have to stop it. Or a relationship happens, but something happens and say there's a big fight and then you don't talk anymore. You want to travel to a place, you find out everything, you almost book your tickets, or you do book your tickets and you find out that it's not going to happen. So these are some examples of partial manifestations when you have reached to a certain place and then it's not going to happen. It seems like it's not going to happen. Or you have already crossed that stage of it's not going to happen and turned it around and changed your thought pattern and you're right on track and you're doing a lot of things. You're literally at it. Suddenly you feel that, the partial manifestation is kind of telling you to back off and forget about it. So the right way to deal with a partial manifestation, guys, is very simple. You gotta let it happen on its own. That's how it worked with me. I can give you an example. When I was trying to write my book, it was still not published. I almost reached a point where I had given up on it because I wanted to have a certain type of cover page, I wanted to have a certain type of print, I wanted to have certain type of proofreading and editing, and I had all of these ideas in my head and I had invested money in it, I had spent so much time in it, and I was like very, very, very serious about it. But something happened. I even traveled to another state which is called Himachal Pradesh to shoot for the cover picture, and when I came back everything was almost like in place, and then I found out that it's all totally messed up. The proofreading was bad, the printing was bad, the cover page looked horrendous. It was nowhere close to what I had thought about it, and I almost gave it up, and I almost thought that this is never gonna happen, my dream will never get fulfilled, I'll never be a writer, I'll never be an artist, and I'll always be stuck in this frustrating life or whatever things that I was back then frustrated about, which I now thank. When I look back at everything, it's like, oh my god, everything just happened in the right pattern, the right way actually. So this is the time when I called my dad, who was in another city, and he's one of the biggest supporters I've ever had. And I know I have lots of supporters and a lot of people who love me, and they're always cheerleading for me. But my dad was like on some other trip all the time because he was extremely optimistic, and especially about fulfilling your dreams. And he told me that why are you even crying? Because I was literally howling and crying, and I had a big fight with my with my God and or my angels, whosoever. I have this sort of self-talk sometimes, which I think a lot of us do, and I was like, why would you do this to me? Why do you want me to go through all of this pain all the time? And I want it to happen, and it's not happening. And I was crying and howling. I was so unhappy. So this is the time I called my father, and he was like, I think you should actually be happy because you're somewhere right now. I mean, think about the time or think about the days when you hadn't even written a word. From there to here is like a big, big, big achievement, and all you're experiencing right now is a problem, is a block, is something that has just come in between you and your desire. That's it. All you have to do is keep believing in it. Don't let it go. His own way of explaining things to me through stories and through fables and through all these magical, talks about the universe. So he explained it to me in such a nice manner that I was like, actually, he's right. I have come till here. If this has happened, then this too looked impossible at one time. I want to say this to all of you who are experiencing partial manifestations in the form of a specific person or a twin flame or your business or your studies or a travel plan or anything related to family. Just do not worry. It's actually a great sign in front of you, and all you have to do is keep believing. Because in my head, I thought and I knew that my side of work was already done. The other things had to happen on their own. There's so many things that happened where I actually felt that it's never gonna happen and I should just quit it. And I didn't quit, and I thought in my head that I'm absolutely worthy of it, and this is definitely going to happen no matter what. And it happened. So I just want to tell you guys that if you are right now facing this problem, then don't see it as a problem. Actually see it like a great thing, because this is trying to tell you that you have come a long way. Now, if some block has come, then it's just a block. It's got to go the moment you let it go. So let it go. Don't brood so much over all these things. Things will happen. Sometimes they take time. Sometimes we are not ready. Sometimes things are not ready. But whenever it happens, that's the most perfect time for you. And time is your friend, guys. Time is always your friend. And you always understand time is your friend when you see things work out for you. But time is also your friend when you're thinking in your head that things are not working out for you. And that is the most important point, where you should even think more strongly that things will work for you. So that's all I want to say now, and I hope that this video, actually I intend that this video will work for you and do wonders for you and remove all the blocks for you. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in some other video. Be happy and enjoy the partial manifestation. Actually, it's a good thing. Bye.